What's going on? We back. Excuse me, Goodfella Sports TV. We in the building, getting it in, man. I'm gonna do either Hip Hop 101 episode 2 or NBA 101 live stream later on, man. When I usually do the boxing joint. I wanted to get the boxing in a little bit earlier today. I appreciate everybody for checking in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button. Won't miss another video. Y'all see what's on tap today. Talking about black boxers don't respect black fans in the media. In addition to that, we're gonna talk about who more popular, Tank and Loma. I know, you know, we don't like to play the A side, B side thing, but hey, it's a hot debate going around the internet right now, especially on Twitter. We had the debate. Was it late last night, this morning, or some shit like that? Whenever it was, and then we gonna talk about say Ramirez ducking the fade from Regis Progress. But before we get into all of that, let me hop up in the chat. I definitely appreciate everybody for checking in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button. Philly in the building, Harry Ferguson already here. Don't forget to check out our new sponsor, The Hellblaze, at thehellblaze.com. Website, promo code Goodfella1Boxing is in the description. They got all natural products, lotion, soaps, foot soaks, bath bombs, toothpaste, deodorant, you name it, they got it. Head over there for that all natural product. Website, promo code description. Also, we got the Patreon, and I got an announcement to make about the podcast. Check out the Patreon, man. You won't be mad, man. Patreon is super duper dope. I'm going to continue to build on the boxing topics and the food for thought. It's only $2 for boxing fans, made it very affordable. And then me and the Cali Enigma is going to be, reing up or restarting our podcast, The Raw and Cut, featuring the Cali Enigma and myself. So y'all make sure y'all go over to the podcast, subscribe, catch up to the episodes we already done, and all the NBA 101s and Hip Hop 101 shows will be over there at the podcast now. So you don't have to deal with the ads or the bullshit on YouTube. You can hit your backlight on your phone and listen to it on the podcast. And I'm all about accessibility, and I want you guys to be able to access some of the content that we do on YouTube and at the podcast. So all the information is there. So let's talk about it. Melvin Crawford, what's going on? Kansas City in the building. Salute. Andre Scott, Roderick Bronex, Johnny, what's going on? G Money, what's going on? We're going to talk about the whole thing with war yesterday, man. I did a lengthy video on that, man. And, I put Floyd picture in there as well because he feel the same fucking way. And that's just what we battled, man. And a lot of people on Saul, what's going on? A lot of the brothers, they want it to be like the blindful faithfulness. Excuse me, I'm still a little bit under the weather. They want us to be faithful to black fighters and say no bad and just have blind faith in them, like Mexicans have blind faith in their fighters and people from the United Kingdom. And most of us know brothers are wired different. We look at things from a different angle, but even with, you have box communities out there that's really trying to have that cult fan following and really trying to get behind black fighters, and they get criticized for basically, being biased towards black fighters. I have people come to my channel every day and say, why do you like Fred and why you fuck with Fred? Because every day when I go on YouTube and my suggestion thing, I see other biased channels that claim to be not biased, white, Mexican, whatever they may be. They on here and you guys don't gripe and talk shit about them, but when a brother come in there, he's biased towards PBC or he's biased towards black fighters, it's an issue. You can't have it both ways. You can't go over there and support them and say, oh, just because they agree that they think Mikey gonna be Earl. I'm just using the hypothetical. I'm not saying that's what I seen. Or they believe Santa Cruz be Gary Russell because you share their views. Okay, that don't make them right. What objectivity or what? How can I say it? What system are you using to break down the fights? Can't nobody ever said I was biased towards nobody. I have my biases. Everybody gonna lean one way or lean another way, but nobody came out and said, "Oh man, it was a double standard." CJ said right here. He said this fighter did this and that fighter did this. You see that? No, you can't do that. And if I do, I'm gonna always say it's an exception to the rule. And I'm gonna tell you why. You know what I'm saying? But you just look at that, and I'm like, we need pro-black channels, just like you guys need the pro-Mexican channels and the pro-white channels. What's the problem with that? But it gets misconstrued when people try to dub themselves the label of they trying to be an informative boxing channel and trying to keep it 100. Don't say you an informative boxing channel and try to keep it 100, but all you do is talk about Wilder, Joshua, money, A-side. You say motherfuckers don't want to hear knowledge. No, you're not in the same realm as me. And that's where it's misconstrued at. That's where they get it fucked up at. You ain't me. You ain't nobody that's a student of the game. You don't know shit about the history of the game. Most of these niggas just came here in 2012 and later. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these motherfuckers ain't been around the boxing community for years. A lot of motherfuckers ain't putting work and battling trolls for years. A lot of these dudes haven't been doing that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just keeping it real. And that's where the misconception come in at. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these dudes get confused. They confuse what their mission statement is. Their mission statement is to back black fighters. But all right, say that. And we just here to back black fighters or just, that's what it is. And that's why they got Terrence Crawford thinking black media hate him. You know what I'm saying? They got Terrence Crawford thinking black media hate him. That ain't the case. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody going out their way to hate on Terrence. Well, I'm not going out my way to hate on Terrence Crawford. But that's what they got motherfuckers believing. That motherfucker got a cult fan following Errol Spence because you know who. You know what? To cross over and be baptized in that water, and y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to say no names. You guys to be baptized in Errol Spence holy water. You know what I'm saying? So that was my whole problem. Like, nigga, don't claim that, oh, I'm pro boxing. No, nigga, you pro black fighters. People see listen to my channel and they assume I'm black and I'm gonna be all pro black fighters. That's not true. I'm equal opportunist. And that's why I chose to really pretty much venture off of my own lane. Because you start letting that other shit poison your content. You starting that other shit poison you, and you start trying to people confuse you. No, I mean, sometimes you gotta step back. This band you got to do yourself. And a lot of brothers is getting caught up in that wave and their content is getting consumed in bullshit. Hey, Quan, I'm gonna hit you back with that information, family. Yeah, I seen your message. I'm gonna hit you back. Now I'm waiting on the homie to hit me back with the information. And I'll let you know who they training with and everything else and what part of Florida they in. I'm gonna hit you back on that. Just give me a minute. I'll hit them up. But they getting that shit misconstrued. You know what I'm saying? Like that for me, it was poisonous, man. At the end of the day, man, I want to just kick boxing, man. I have a really good boxing following before I even start fucking with them. You know what I'm saying? I had Mexicans, whites, blacks, and all types of shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm one of the very few channels who kick game. I'm probably the only real pure boxing channel when I just talk boxing when I was the boxing clinic and more that actually crossed over, that got to 1,000 subscribers quick. All the other dudes that I really know that really on the real boxing tip, man, they just not crossed over 1,000. A lot of them still got a few hundreds. It ain't real popular just to have a boxing channel on YouTube. It don't pay the most. It's not the most fulfilling. You know what I'm saying? Get the fuck up out of here. Fuck up out of here. Get this nigga up out of here, man. Obviously, he don't know my channel. Let me get this nigga up out of here. Bye. It's that quick. I got a short trigger finger on the block list now. I don't give a fuck. Obviously, you don't know this channel. Obviously, you a troll. But like I said before, motherfuckers don't want to hear that real shit, man. All the niggas that kick that real shit, they channels don't grow. You know what I'm saying? And we talk about that behind the scenes. And at the end of the day, a lot of motherfuckers gonna pull out of that shit, man. A lot of motherfuckers want to quit talking boxing because the internet is really much turned into YouTube is turned into reality TV. Okay. And y'all to be like, I was at a point in YouTube. It was another nigga who had a channel, man. I'm not gonna say the nigga name. It got deleted. Well, I don't know what the fuck he did, but he do the Facebook thing now. And the nigga will inbox me when you can inbox people on YouTube. And he's like, your channel dope, it's gonna blow up and shit. I'm just like, yeah, right, nigga. It is what it is. But he got mad at me because I said Jorge Linares was a bum. You know what I'm saying? And I clarified what I mean by bum. I just mean not that good. But he didn't share those sentiments. You know what I'm saying? So he got mad. I don't get mad at niggas for disagreeing with me. I'm not gonna block you for disagreeing with me. You know what I'm saying? At all. We can have disagreements. If it comes to it, we could bet that cash. I never been a type of channel, oh man, you think Loma gonna beat Tank, man, you delete it. No. That's not my aim. You know, I'm not gonna sit here and try to change your mind because you can't change niggas' minds in this boxing shit. You can't. You can't change niggas' mind. You only can say I'm right, I'm wrong at the end of the day. Man, fuck up out of here, man. These niggas is just weird ass niggas on the internet, man. Just weird, man. And a lot of motherfuckers be talking like they be talking about those certain white motherfuckers out here, but there's a lot of black strange niggas out here too. You know, but hey, that's just my personal opinion on some of the shit that's how it's going down, man. You just look at the situation at hand, and a lot of motherfuckers, you know, is doing this shit for I don't know what they doing it for because they don't love the sport of boxing. They don't know about the sport of boxing because a lot of this shit is repetitive, man. But like I said before, man, these niggas listen to the videos. Like I didn't believe it. Long story short, we would chop it up, and he got mad because I didn't believe in Jorge Linares, and I said he was whack. You know, and it's true, and it believe, and I was right. You know, it's just my personal opinion. You can't get mad at a nigga for having his opinion, especially when I support my opinion with facts. But hey, that is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But you know, he was like, yeah, man, Fight Hype was still our shit, and Fight Hype we still in our shit, and they be saying this, hating on the small channels and all this other shit, and he would be like, yeah, man, you know, these fighters listen to our videos and shit. And I thought this nigga was crazy, man. This is like when a nigga had like maybe 300 subscribers. But I thought this nigga was crazy. I ain't even gonna lie. I thought this dude was retarded. But everything the nigga said, and that's just to show you, like, I'm not no hating ass nigga, man. I don't have no reason to hate on the motherfucker. Everything this man said was absolutely true. From Fight Hype stealing one of my videos, turned into an article, CB Sports TV salute, to motherfuckers stealing your subject matters, motherfuckers stealing your videos, to the fighters actually listen to everybody video. All that shit that the nigga was saying was true. All these big publications, man, they be stealing and taking the smaller videos ideas, man, and that's a fact. That's a fact. What that man was saying was absolute truth. They will steal your shit word from word and turn it into an article. They'll steal your video. I had so many niggas steal my video topic subjects and turn into their own topics, and it blew up and do 100,000 more views than my video had did at the time. That's just how the game go, man. It's a lot of poachers on this shit. It's a lot of niggas that don't have subject matter. That's why you see your favorite YouTuber, the motherfucker do a live stream in the morning. He don't have nothing to talk about. He drop a video a week. He don't have nothing to talk about because they don't know boxing and they don't really dig deep into boxing. A lot of motherfuckers go welterweight, heavyweight, and wherever they prominent fighters is at, man. I know boxing through and through. I might not go to paperweight and flyweight and no shit like that. You know, but I know about Tanaka. I know about Sora Riverstein. I knew about Inouye years ago. I would have conversations with dude. A lot of motherfuckers, you put them in a room with boxing aficionados and niggas that know boxing, they couldn't hold their own. They couldn't hold their own. You know, but at the end of the day, these black boxers listen to this shit, man. Andre Ward said the same thing Kenny Porter said. Kenny Porter said, well, I don't watch the videos. I just seen the... No, nigga, you watch the videos. You watch the videos. You know what I'm saying? You watch the videos, fuck up out of here. Yeah, I'm a casual, but your dumb ass think fucking Teofimo Lopez can beat motherfucking Lomachenko right now, nigga. Don't that sound casual? Don't that sound casual? Get the fuck up out of here. Man, fuck up out of here, man. But he too small. Josh Warrington out too small. He's too small. He's too small. That motherfucker too small. Tank can walk through him. Even on, I think on a bad night, he can outwork Tank. He could outwork, but he get hit one time and he too small. Now, if we talking Richard Comey, Javier Fortuna, you know what I'm saying? Now we talking about bigger guys that can take into the pasture and probably blow his fucking brains out. But I'll get there. What's going on, John Boxer? John Boxer be handling them motherfucking trolls. You know what I'm saying? But to keep going is the whole thing is these niggas listen to the videos and motherfuckers say, I ain't listen to the video. I just seen a press clipping. And before they said, well, somebody sent me the video. Like, what the fuck you mean somebody sent you the video? So somebody sent you the video and you didn't watch it? Fuck up out of here, man. Bo Mack say him and Crawford watched the videos and all types of shit. Come on, man. If you can't see yourself on ESPN every day, where you gonna go to watch boxing at? Where the number one place for boxing at, man? It's only really 3 real places for boxing. It's YouTube, it's Facebook, and it's Twitter. That's it. Boxing don't be on. Man, shut the fuck up. I know you was joking. Shut the fuck up, man. I would have blocked your ass if I would have been blocked your ass a long fucking time ago talking that shit about my Detroit Lions. Fuck up out of here. Fuck up out of here, Andre. Man, I ain't gonna block a nigga that gotta have my money, nigga. But man, shut the fuck up, man. Fuck up out of here, man. All these weird ass niggas, man. Go get a life. Go find you a bitch to fuck a bitch, man. There's too many dry dick niggas in the box community, man. Go stick your dick in something, even if you gotta pay for it. Even if you gotta pay for it. You know, but like I said before, all these motherfuckers say, you know, oh, I don't watch the video. They watch the videos. They watch everything y'all say. However y'all move. You know what I'm saying? They watch this shit, man. And where else you gonna watch yourself at as a boxer? Man, even Terrence Crawford can't turn on ESPN when he not fighting and see himself on ESPN. Real talk. Even Terrence Crawford can't turn himself on ESPN right now. He can watch the whole day today and they won't talk one bit about Terrence Crawford. So where Terrence Crawford gonna go to watch his boxing news at if you want to hear about himself? You know what I'm saying? I mean, where are you gonna go? Real talk. So of course they sit here and they watch what we say. They watch the videos. And that's what I'm telling y'all. Y'all letting these niggas hype y'all heads up, man. Oh man, you run up on Joshua with a camera. Somebody gonna get hurt. You know, somebody gonna fucking get hurt. You gonna run up on one of these boxers, and a lot of them niggas don't be playing. A lot of these niggas don't be playing, man. A lot of these niggas are street niggas, man. So if you can't fight or you ain't got the stick on you, like, oh, you gonna get your ass whooped and your camera broke. So why would you even put yourself in that position? You know what I'm saying? Why would you put yourself in that position? So they're already sensitive to what's said about them. You know? It makes no point. You got your opinion, they got their opinion, but they don't want you to have a negative opinion on them. But it is what it is. And I'm the type of nigga, I say what I say on here, and I say it to their face. I'm not gonna bitch up, I'm not gonna curl up or nothing like that. Just like Fred sat there and held his ground, that's real reporting. But the chick on Pheno Boxing said, "Oh, Floyd Ward checks a reporter making false allegations." No, that nigga Fred didn't back down from that nigga. Andre Ward over here talking about I'm pro everybody. I'm like, man, fuck up out of here, man. Your fan base, Andre Ward fan base is black. It wasn't no white people really fucking with Andre Ward, nigga. You from Oakland. You're right. We can all agree, but them boxers, they don't take criticism well, man. And it's different from that aspect, though. Boxing Facts Over, it's different. Because when I can't really understand, I can't really articulate how it is to be a fighter because, I mean, a lot of people feel that way about Skip Bayless, you know? A lot of people feel that way about Shannon Sharp or whatever it may be, but like they don't want you to have an opinion on them. You know what I'm saying? I can't really explain it, but like it's my opinion. I'm not going out here talking about nobody wife, nobody kids. It's strictly boxing. It's business. It's not personal. You know what I'm saying? But what the job description is being put on black fighters is everybody think these black fighters are supposed to be pro-black community. Everybody want the next black fighter, may it be a flyweight, paperweight, bantamweight, super bantamweight, featherweight, super featherweight, middleweight, so on. Everybody want these niggas to be Muhammad Ali. A lot of motherfuckers can't check that job description of the job duties of being Muhammad Ali and being pro-black. A lot of these people just care about their pockets and go home. So is the NFL. If the NFL truly cared about each other, wouldn't they have a stronger NFL PA union, a Players Association union? Wouldn't they be stronger? Absolutely. Would they be hating on each other when somebody else lock out or get paid? Absolutely. You know, same thing for a lot of different athletes. A lot of different athletes don't care about their community. They get their money. And when you get up in there in that tax bracket, quote unquote, the man won't let black people do certain things. As soon as you see black people trying to empower other black people and building shit in the community, as soon as you see they trying to put good family black television back on the TV or something like that, then you hear, oh, he raped 10 bitches. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he touched me 60 years ago. Oh, he robbed the liquor store back in 86. We finally got his fingerprint. You guys understand that it's only so much a black man can do to help his community out before they come for him. So at the end of the day, a lot of black people, a lot of them black fighters, they don't want to be, they don't want that. They just want to get their money and go home. You know, it's like you punching the clock in every day. You just, I mean, sometimes you might not give a fuck about what's going on with the union at the work, or you might not care about what's happening to the niggas at the dock or the niggas working in the basement that's too cold. You know what? You might not want to get involved because once you get involved, you're gonna get slapped on the wrist and then you can get fired. You can get in trouble. So guess what? You know, shout out to I'm gonna read this in a minute. Dark Heart 68. He said, "Yo, I dead ass left a exact comment on your video. These fans expect all black fighters to be Ali." Exactly, bro. Everybody not like that. I'm just explaining, like, when you, some people want to go home, go to work, go home, punch out, don't care nothing about the politics of the work, care about who not getting raised or nothing like that. It's people like that, and some people right here, right now, that's like that. I want to get my money, go home. I don't want to go drink with you. I don't want to smoke with you. I don't want to go to no work events. I don't want to go to no union meetings. I don't want to do nothing with you. I want to get my money, go home. And it's a whole bunch of people like that. We can't put the expectations on these fighters like that. A lot of these dudes is the Wizard of Oz. You pull the curtain back, and it is who they is. So if they not out here being pro-black, I mean, why are we gonna get mad at fighters for being pro-black? Everybody not LeBron. Everybody not Muhammad Ali. Motherfuckers love Jordan. He doing the same thing Andre Ward doing right now in some people's opinion. Okay? So you can't put your expectations on another man for what a man is supposed to do or what a boxer is supposed to do. You can't do that. At the end of the day, he is who he is. You like him because of how he fight. Look at Tiger Woods. Look at Tiger Woods. Oh, Tiger's a good nifty old Asian nigga. He's a good nifty. He's a good man. This motherfucker was knocking down Applebee waitresses, man. He was going balls to the wall, legitimate, literally. You know what I'm saying? He was legitimately doing like bagging any and every white chick. But this is who niggas who white parents want their son to look up to. This is who black kids want their son to look up to. Man, I was a 10, 11-year-old kid. My dad bought me golf clubs and Tiger heads to be like Tiger to play golf. I'm somebody that can speak to you. I'm one of them fucking kids. To see what he become, was I disappointed? No, man. My mama raised me a little bit different than my daddy did. I knew not you couldn't look up to every black man. Because when you raised by a single black mother, you already know that. Niggas gonna come in, niggas gonna come out your life. You gonna see niggas do shit that you ain't supposed to see. Oh, that's real shit. He was bagging Applebee waitresses. That's dead ass, no joke. Lamont, salute. So I learned a long time that I couldn't put my, and it sounds like I'm preaching. I don't want to sound like I'm preaching, but I couldn't put my expectations for what I wanted a father figure to be or a mentor to be on every black man that walked into my life. Man B was at school. I went to a private school. For the first half of my life, my education was paid for. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. But I learned quickly on. I wasn't raised like everybody else who parents who had money and all that. I seen a lot of shit that I wasn't supposed to see, but guess what? It made me mature and grow up. So I knew every black man that walked into my life, I knew that I couldn't put my expectations on them. Because they will continue to fail you. Even if you walk into a girl life right now and you legitimately be with her for 3-4 years or a year, whatever, and she have a kid, son or daughter, and you say, "Oh, I love that daughter," that love is never supposed to be broken. You always supposed to keep that word. But really, all you really want is the mama. And once that relationship with the mama gone, you don't have no relationship with that daughter like you said you did. So what you was really in it for? So you actually gotta really just know that. I say all that, you can't put your expectations on somebody that haven't showed you no potentials for that. No guys that speak on shit. Gervonta Tank Davis put a free 21 Savage shirt on. For what? For what? Why are we freeing 21 Savage? Speak on it. Why are we freeing Meek Mills? Get intellectual on it. You know what I'm saying? Deontay Wilder, he's real. A lot of people say, well, I seen somebody drop a video earlier. I won't share his name. Oh, well, Wilder, this and that. And I was just reading the comment section. Well, I don't like Wilder because he can't box and nothing like that. Hey, man, nobody ever said Wilder was the greatest. You can't say Wilder was the greatest fighter of all time. And then, like, a lot of brothers fuck with Wilder because he embodies the closest thing in boxing since Muhammad Ali. Floyd Mayweather never took on the grunt duties of really being a black leader. If he did, maybe he could help Flint out more than he has. People looking for that Ali role avoid to be filth in boxing, and Deontay Wilder is just winning because he's speaking up on shit and he doing shit to really make people feel that way. You know. So at the end of the day, I mean, oh man, we supported you, Andre, and we was there. And he like, man, I ain't need y'all niggas support. That's exactly what that conversation was. That's just Fish 101. What's going on? That's exactly what that conversation was. That conversation was, man, Ward, man, it was the people speaking for Fred. The Ward fans saying, man, Ward, man, we had y'all back. What y'all back? Oh, I didn't need you niggas. I didn't need your respect. I didn't need your validation. And right then and there, you know what? If I was Fred, hey, man, you got it. I apologize. Nice speaking to you. Going upon your day. Hey, I got. But I know what to look for so I won't get got next time. Okay? I know what to look for. I know if he ain't never speak and say, oh, us, we, or he never speak for my community, he not stepping out and doing nothing for the community, or, he don't respect his fans, or he just so happened not to give black people interviews, well, I already know what it is then. And we could go to the Terrence Crawford situation where Terrence Crawford don't interview with black people like that. You know what I'm saying? He don't interview with black media because he thinks they all LDBC. He believes the LDBC is pro Spence and con him. But hey, that's what happens in life when people generalize people. You can't generalize people in one statement. You can't generalize people in one statement. If you want to run over there and give racist ass Ellie Sackback an interview, salute to you. Sweet Science Sports TV, salute. If you want to run over there and get a bitch at Pheno Boxing who don't respect your culture, salute to you. You want to sit up there and get the dude from Fight Hub? Yo, shit, man, I heard some shit about him, man, and I ain't gonna say it on live, man. That disgusts me, man. With the shit, there's no he the same thing I said Ellie Sackback was. But you go over there and get him an interview, but at the end of the day, you don't want to get a brother an interview that want to talk to you. Like, he gonna set you up. Even if it's off camera, you like, all right, what you about to ask me? All right, just ask me those questions. You ask me anything else, I'm not gonna give you that interview. I'm not talking about like large publications. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about niggas like us, like Pheno Boxing and motherfuckers like Michelle Joy Force behind the gloves. This is 50 is pretty big. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. This is 50 is pretty big. Just to kind of give you that information. But what I'm saying is that, like, damn, man, just give me an opportunity. You could ask me the question I'm gonna ask you off camera. Let's get into it. But for him to just be all sensitive and like that, at the end of the day, hey, don't be surprised if he say some shit like Andre Ward said, is all I'm saying. Don't be surprised. Don't be, oh my God, the cape is off the big guy and he's a small little incy bitty man that don't want to really uphold the black morals of our community. Hey, man, move on from it. If it's your requirement that a black fighter see eye to eye with your views on the black community, then and he don't see him, hey, man, fuck it, man. Don't talk about me no more. Don't cover him no more. It is what it is. That's all I'm saying. Stop putting your expectations on these boxers. These boxers don't want their responsibility. And I told you all that a long time ago. We out here running through walls for these fighters, and we come back and we running through a wall for Errol Spence. We running through a wall for Errol Spence. Bam, we going through the wall for the nigga. All of a sudden, I ain't trying to fight Crawford. Like, dog, you said you wanted all the straps. You said you wanted all the straps. Or you said you got it for Danny Garcia and Sean Porter. Sean Porter said, hey, I knocked on the door. They opened. I said to say what up to Errol Spence. Or no, he said I said say what up with the Danny Garcia. He said I knocked on the door. He said I walk in. And Danny Garcia and Errol Spence chilling with each other. He said, man, a lot of these fighters more cordial and friendly than y'all think. You know what I'm saying? You know? But these the same dudes you run through a war to. Oh, what about the Charlos? The motherfuckers going to war on the internet and these stressed for the Charlo twins. He turned around and say, fuck the fans. Oh, man, fuck the fans. Y'all ain't with us, man. Fuck y'all niggas, man. But only black fighters do they fans like that, man. You don't hear no fucking Leo Santa Cruz talk to his fans like that. You don't see Abner Maras talk to his fans like that. You don't see Jaime Maguire saying in Spanish, whatever Spanish he be talking. Man, fuck y'all niggas if y'all want me to fight Canelo. He don't say that. You don't see Canelo say fuck the fans. You ain't see Chavez Sr. say fuck the fans. You ain't see Salvador Sanchez say fuck the fans. You don't see that from them. But we like, man, fuck y'all niggas, man. Y'all gonna watch or not watch. Because I know the majority of people that's watching is probably white and Mexican. Man, fuck y'all. That's how I look at it. And that's exactly how it is through my opinion and my view. That's what it's about. Hey, man, fuck us, man. They don't respect us just as y'all motherfuckers think Al Hammond respected us. If Al Hammond respected us so much, then, hey, why he ain't trying to go find the money for Wilder and Keith Thurman and Sean Porter to fight or Errol Spence to fight right now? Why we can't get fights in Milwaukee? Why we can't get fights in Minneapolis? More fights in Minneapolis. They starting to come. Why we can't get fights in the D in Chicago? Why we can't get fights in South Florida for the Cuban fighters? If he really cared about us, he only fight where the Latino community is at. He ain't no different from Bob Arum just putting the Spanish fighters on ESPN and going back for the white and the black fighters on ESPN Plus. It ain't no difference. It's just sheeps in different clothing. That's the only difference. All these motherfuckers is here in the boxing game to cater to the Mexican and the Latino fight fans. That's it. That's it. I don't have no allegiance to none of these niggas. I'm gonna talk my shit and I'm gonna get off here and I'm gonna do my thing. No matter what you with. If you want some bullshit for PBC, you want some bullshit. You want some bullshit on the zone. You want some bullshit. You want some bullshit for ESPN. I'm gonna call it. And we get caught up. Oh, Al Hammond pro-black. Hey man, why he ain't going to fight? Why he protecting Leo Santa Cruz like that did? Why Gary Russell can't fight him? You know? Oh, he came up with $50 million for the British man. Why he can't come up with a couple $10 million for Keith Thurman to fight Errol Spence to get it popping? Come on, man. They don't believe that a time has come where black people can go out there and support a pay-per-view. That's why Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence can't happen right now. They want to build it up, not for us in America. That's what I figured out. They don't want to build that shit up for us. They want to build it up just for Jumani just said, for the Mexicans to buy it. They want to build it up for the white Americans to buy it. That's why Conor McGregor was so key for Mayweather. They want to build it up for them to buy it, not us. But we the number one consumer. Y'all heard T.I. Over $1 trillion spent out here in the malls, out here in boutiques, out here on cable, out here on shoes, out here on headphones, out here on iPhones, out here on Jordans. Man, $1 trillion. We buy all this shit and you don't think we gonna go buy a Crawford and Spence if you put the proper push behind it? Come on. Come on. That's how they feel about us, fam. That's how they feel about us, man. That's just how it is. We spend more money at Christmas time than any other people. More money throughout the year. You know? But that's how they feel, man. Let's talk about Tank. Who more popular, Tank or Lomachenko? I can say, man, that Lomachenko is getting a hell of a more media push than he's getting a hell of a more media push than Lomachenko getting more media push than Tank. I mean, he obviously on ESPN. He obviously on every promo on ESPN, but he just don't have no juice. You know what I'm saying? He don't have the juice, in my opinion. You know, and fans are just not fucking with him, even if he on ESPN. And when I say fans, I don't even say, well, I'm a product of my environment. When I go out here in the trenches and I go to the malls and I go to my barbershop and I go talk to people at the gym, wherever I'm at, a lot of people don't know who Lomachenko is. I'm not saying that Gervonta Tank Davis got a huge lead on him, but obviously Gervonta Tank Davis, I mean, what's the biggest celebrity that came to see Lomachenko? You know? What's the biggest celebrity came to see Lomachenko? I seen Antonio Brown, Odell Beckham. I seen Tank with seen Tank with Drake. I seen Trina sitting on Gervonta Tank Davis' lap. I think Gervonta Tank Davis is a bigger name in the United States. Obviously, he only headlined twice, one in the UK and one in Carson, California. I'm not sure how the numbers did versus Leon Watts, but it was a sellout. It was a sellout at the Carson at the SubHub Center, whatever they call it now. But you know what a guy like Heath said on Twitter? Well, most of them fans was there to see Abner Mares. See, they don't never respect the black fighter in his pool. You know what I'm saying? And maybe people did go ahead and buy tickets, like I said, and they couldn't refund the ticket because Abner Mares didn't fight. Maybe that is true, but I can say from personal experience, I've been to a Gervonta Tank Davis fight when he fought Jesus Clare. And when I say when Gervonta Tank Davis fought, you can see all his fans in the lower bowl. The whole lower bowl, I'm going to say about 70% of the lower bowl fans were all Gervonta Tank Davis fans. All of them wasn't there for AB. All of them weren't there. A lot of them people was there for Gervonta Tank Davis. You know? So Tank Davis, I think just by rubbing shoulders with Floyd Mayweather, when you talk about brand in America, you talking about the support that he get from celebrities. A lot of Tank Davis, I think, if they put him in versus better competition, he can fill up more in the Madison Square Garden than what Lomachenko could. He can easily go to the big room. He can easily headline Barclays Center. Him and Gary Russell right now, hey man, they might sell out the Barclays Center right now. The whole DMV coming up to the Barclays Center to see that one. Because if it was smaller, they could do it at the Harbor. Or they could do it if from what I understand, if the Armory was more up to date and they just renovated, they could do it at the Armory. But they would take that to the Barclays Center. And it'll do numbers. Oh, most definitely could be bigger than AB. He used social media to his advantage. You know? He could do hella numbers at the Barclays Center with Gary Russell. You know, that'd be his equivalent of a Riggin Dial. I'm not talking about as far as the fight, as far as the opponent name. Travis Pierce, salute, bro. I see you. So what we talking about, the only reason Gervonta Tank Davis ain't headlining was bigger is because Floyd holding him back. That's it. Floyd holding him back. Floyd is treating him like Money Mayweather, like I said in my video before. You know? We don't care about worldwide. I'm not worried about what they doing in the UK because he fought in the UK already. Lomachenko fought in the UK in the World Series of Boxing. But really, when I talk about boxing, you know, I don't really care about internationally because internationally, they don't care about international shit. In the UK, you only can do 20 pounds for pay-per-view. You only can sell a pay-per-view you only can sell seats for a couple hundred pounds. You can't shoot the numbers up like you can shoot them in Vegas. If internationally mattered, why don't Lomachenko fight in the Ukraine? Armand Davis, salute. If international mattered, why can't Lomachenko fight in the Ukraine? Why he ain't over there fighting in Russia? If it mattered, when you come to the United States to make your bones, or you wouldn't have Sor Riverstein coming over here, or Juan Estrada coming over here, or Canelo would just fight in Mexico, or Dave Lemieux would stay up in Canada, or them fighters in Ghana and from Africa, the billions and billions of countries in Africa would stay over there. Or why would you have guys, if Japan is so great and they make so much money over there, I mean, shit, why all these Japanese fighters that was just on there fighting Ray Beltran come over to America then? America is where you make your bones. The only thing about it is these sanctioned belt bodies don't want to station in America because they'll be held accountable and they'll be getting sued left and right and they couldn't get away with the shit they get away with. So I'm talking about the money aspect of it. That's what I'm talking about. If it was about international, Lomachenko wouldn't keep fighting in New York every time. Or every now and again at the Microsoft Center in LA where Santa Cruz fighting this weekend. He'd be over in Tokyo. He'd be over there in Australia. He'd be over there in the Ukraine. He'd be fighting over there in the UK. He wouldn't be trying so hard not to fight Anthony Curl in the UK if it was so much money in the UK. You know? But like I said before, Gervonta Tank Davis is the name. He is the brand, just by rubbing shoulders with Mayweather. Now, Mayweather needs to continue to help himself out and help Tank out and let Tank step up an opponent and headline on the East Coast. I'm hearing Gamboa is going to either fight Tank or Leo Santa Cruz. I don't want to see that shit. You know? I don't want to see it. Let Tank fight somebody, man. May it be a Fortuna, you know? May it be Luke Campbell moving up to 35. Maybe you have to buy Tevin Farmer out of his contract. I mean, Floyd around here dripped out in gold. And for Chachi and shit, oh, you got an $18 million watch. How about you go over there and pay and buy out Tevin Farmer contract? And have Tevin Farmer come over and sign with Mayweather Promotions to get him a bag for one fight. That's what we talking about, boss moves and power moves. You know, that's what we talking about, power moves. How about you go dig in your $18 million bag and do something for your fighters? You know, that's what I'm talking about. That's real boss shit, man. That's looking out for Tank. But until he put Tank in there with better competition, you know, at the end of the day, man, I mean, people still can make the argument that Lomachenko the bigger fighter. They still can make that argument. Loma headlining and Tank just got his first headline in the United States. That's what they can say. Yeah, YouTube be tripping, Darcy. What's going on, man? But yeah, that's just what it is. So it's always going to be an argument, but we know in the trenches every day and in the black community, hey, man, more people going to identify with Tank than Lomachenko. And like I said before, I know a lot of people who still don't know who Terrence Crawford is. Burchett signed with ESPN, from what I heard. At least he's working over there. He just got his fight just got pushed back versus Vargas. His fight got pushed back, I think. He got an injury. So he might only Brandon Turner salute. He might only fight one time this year or twice. So I don't know how bad his injury was. You know? So that's just what we're looking at in the grand scheme of things. So I won't argue if you think Lomachenko popular, but real talk, I mean, Tank got a hell of a fan base up the East Coast. I mean, from DC, DMV, up to Philly, up to Virginia, to New York. Hell of a fan base. I seen it myself. You know, you go down to the West Coast and he trying to, you know, do the Mayweather blueprint and fight the Mexicans to get their fan base. That's what he doing over there. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, man, you know, it is what it is. I don't want to make it about, you know, why Tank's scared or why he ain't fighting Loma. I just did the video, so that'd be pretty much redundant. 20 minutes of talking about that shit. You know, I did lengthier videos today because I can speak. I'm getting over my cold, so I'm back to the usual business. I think Tank is more popular than Loma overall too. But that's just my personal opinion. You know? But let's go over to Jose Ramirez, and then we'll close it out with about a 20-25 minute we'll close it out with a 20-25 minute Q&A. I gotta pick my daughter up from volleyball practice and shit, man. You know, she got a bad report card. I still play volleyball. I might hold her out the first game though, but these kids lazy. It's a punishment to make them do activity. Swear to God it is, man. You put the kids outside, they act like it's death. Like, motherfucker, I used to be hooping outside, playing football, doing crazy shit outside from sun up to sundown. Only time I came in was get money to go to the store or drink water or some shit. And I was out there burning 1 billion calories a day hooping, playing football, going to football practice, going to camps and shit. So that shit crazy how kids and shut down Toys R Us, and now all of a sudden the motherfuckers don't want to go outside. There's a love going outside. Oh man, some human trafficker might steal me. Like, nigga, man, it's always been bad out there. You know what I'm saying? It always been bad out there, man. But let's talk about Jose Ramirez. He talking about he trying to move up to 147. I'm like, shit, man, why don't you shoot that fade with Regis? You know, Regis Progress about to pull out the World Boxing Super Series tournament. See, that was the plan. You know, that was the plan. You know, the plan was motherfucking the plan was, all right, man, we're gonna give Regis Progress this fight date on Top Rank in his hometown, all right, in exchange for Jose Ramirez getting a year off. The plan was always, for by the time Regis Progress got out the World Series of Boxing tournament, World Super Series tournament, World Boxing Super Series, thank you. By the time that he was supposed to get out that tournament, Jose Ramirez was gonna be moving up to 47. So they had no ambitions on putting Jose Ramirez in Regis Progress. They paid Regis Progress and gave him a fight date to make the purse bid be gone. Now all of a sudden that Regis Progress might come out the tournament. They like, oh man, if I can't unify with other champions, I might move up. Hey man, the only other champion he can unify with is going to be if the tournament fall apart, it's only Relic and it's only Barashnik. Barashnik looking for a new network. And Relic You know, he been working with PBC for quite some time, but he would be looking for a new network. So, and I already heard who he fight next. You know, so after his next fight, I think he gonna get up out of there, go to 47. He gonna have a 4 or 5 tune-ups at 47. Then they gonna sacrifice him to Terrence Crawford. Real talk. They got to find opponents from Terrence Crawford, and they're gonna try to put Jose Ramirez and Terrence Crawford on pay-per-view. And then, you know, they might even bring Regis Progress over to fight Terrence Crawford. So it's really gonna be real vital for PBC or DAZN to pick up Regis Progress. No, because you're gonna get a belt with as soon as Jose Ramirez vacate the belt, it goes to Regis Progress, and Josh Taylor get elevated to his mandatory. So really, Regis Progress is not even gonna get the opportunity to enjoy his winning the belt and beating Jose Ramirez. Jose Ramirez is gonna be a Jose Ramirez and run up to 147 and fight a whole bunch of bum bashes there. So he gonna get out of Dodge, you know, and Relic gonna have a mandatory versus Mario Barrios. That's a good fight. And yeah, he don't want to fight Barashnik. He not going over to the zone to fight Maurice Hooker. And the zone not sending Maurice Hooker back over to ESPN again when he just beat Alex Cacedos on ESPN. So he know he not going to unify with another champion. So he going to fight who he going to fight next, which I can't say who going to fight next, but I know he going to fight. It should be easy to kind of put together if you watch both fights Saturday. And then he going to move up to 47. He going to fight a few tune-ups, maybe a Benavidez. He going to stay out in Fresno. And then they're going to put him on pay-per-view versus Terrence Crawford. That's just what it's going to be. You know, he said, oh, I might fight another champion. I might just move up. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you don't want to fight Regis Progress. Well, I can't make the weight no more. Here, Regis, have your belt. Coward shit. He don't ever want to enter the World Boxing Super Series tournament. Who has Ramirez ever beat? Mike Reed? Amir Khan been done. Granados knocked him out. You know, so who is he gonna move up and beat? You know, Timothy Bradley came out and said he don't want that Regis Progress smoke. And Ramirez, he coming together as a fighter. He regressed last night, but he got actually good left hook and he got great stamina. Great stamina. You know, but hey, that's the Zepeda guy. He can box. He was just a little bit stiff. Kind of remind me of a Shopper World or Great Value brand Eric Morales a little bit, how stiff he was. Hey, but he had a good straight right jab. Neutral natural. I'm just gonna laugh at that comment. You got it. But that's exactly who I heard. But you know, he was hitting him with all type of straight lefts and stuff. I mean, Regis Progress gonna eat. Yeah, I mean, I didn't score. I thought he pulled away in the championship rounds. He could have pulled it out. But Zepeda was getting him with the right jab and the straight left. You know, if Zepeda would have doubled and tripled up his jab and not, you know, and utilized his jab enough, he probably was been able to pull away and got that win. But you ain't gonna beat him in Fresno unless you gonna knock him down and knock him out. You ain't gonna beat him in Fresno, man. Smitty Rich, what's going on? You're not. You're not gonna beat him in Fresno. You know, and they gonna really protect that kid. And by the time he turned 27, I'm gonna say 28 or 29, Crawford's still around. They gonna feed him to Crawford. You know, and that's just the situation gonna be. They gonna feed him to Terrence Crawford. You know, that they preserving him for a reason. He says J.C. Boxer Ramirez is part of one of the best gyms. He should have more confidence in himself. I mean, he was fighting a southpaw, so I'm not sure how many southpaws he fought. And Zepeda was very good, a good fighter. But yeah, I mean, he should have more confidence. He's just not that good a fighter. I'm just gonna say he's not that good of a fighter. He's strong, you know, pretty good hand speed, great stamina. You know, maybe they can carry him. You know what I'm saying? But he was moving straight back for some of the straight punches. Adrian Granados could beat Ramirez, possibly. That's a good fight. Granados real strong at 140. You know, but hey, man, that's just what it is, man. And when it comes to when it comes from Mexicans ducking, Mexicans never put that pressure on a fighter to uphold the Mexican lineage of fighting any and everybody. They never put that on their fighter. You never hear a whole bunch of Mexicans going out here saying, "Oh, Ramirez, oh, he got to fight Regis Progress." No, the only time I only heard one time that I can remember, and I'm not saying I remember everything or I know everything, but I only remember one time that a Mexican fighter pass fighter put pressure on the Mexican to fight somebody, and that's when Chavez Jr. and Juan Marquez put pressure on Canelo to fight Triple G. Said, you got to fight him now. Other than that, I don't remember a lot of fans saying, oh, Canelo was scared of this guy, Canelo a bitch, or he got to fight. Nah, and Canelo really don't have the hardcore Mexican fan base on lock like that. A lot of people don't know that. A lot of hardcore Mexican boxing fans don't support Canelo like that. They don't like Canelo. They think he's entitled. They think he got a silver spoon in his mouth. Y'all know how that shit go, right? That's what they believe about Canelo. But that's the only real time I've ever seen that a Mexican go against the grain on one of their prominent fighters like that, man. So, I mean, you ain't gonna see them go against Jose Ramirez. You ain't gonna see them say, oh, man, Errol Spence scared of Terence Crawford, or Terence Crawford scared of Errol Spence. It's two different fan bases, two different mindsets, two different backgrounds. As black fans, we look at it like we want to see the best fights. Mexican fans look out there like, I just want to see my man's fight. I just want to see him put on for my country. And that's what we different at. I want to see the best fights. I don't care if it's black on black, Mexican versus black, or Mexican versus Mexican, or Puerto Rican versus Mexican, whatever it may be. I want to see the high-profile fights. I want to see the fights where I want to get butterflies before the fight. I want to get nervous like I'm fighting. And I ain't had that feeling in a long time. You know what I'm saying? But that's boxing, man. They're not going to put no pressure on Ramirez. No people in Fresno, people in California, Mexico, or any Mexican fighters fight fans across the land, or past Mexican fighters. They ain't going to put no pressure on Ramirez to fight no Regis Progress. People going to say, oh, Regis Progress ain't fought nobody. Who is Regis Progress? He fighting on his own. When he fought in New Orleans, he didn't put nobody in the stands. That's what they going to say. I still ain't checked that guy out loud. I can't pronounce his name. He that welterweight guy. If Bud watch Ramirez, he won't get credit for it if he beats Progress too. Nope. Not unless they build their profiles up. But y'all got any questions? Y'all got to ask questions right now. Any questions, I'll answer them. I answer the questions right now. Shit. WBC is going to kiss Jose Ramirez ass since he Mexican. Yep. Oh, he the IBO champ? Okay. All these sanctioned body favorite Spanish fighters except for the IBF. Yeah, the IBF is stationed in Jersey. The IBO is sanctioned in Florida, I found out. Yeah, they don't. I mean, the black fighters just submit to these sanctioned belt bodies when, if they really was pro-black and they was pro-American fighter, let me say that better, a lot of these black fighters can get Al Heyman and some other black representations to really form their own belts for American fighters. Fuck being a world champion. I mean, a world champion don't matter unless he come make a name in America anyway. Make these dudes come in here and follow our testing protocols and stuff of that nature. That's what I would do. That's what I do. Yeah, WBA gonna kiss Canelo. All these belts gonna kiss Canelo ass. He bring a bigger 3%. It's all about the money. Or they need to have these sanctioned belt bodies sanctioned. They need to be working out of America so they can be held accountable to some of the shit that they do. With the 10, yeah, they erased the 10-pound rehydration cost for Canelo. Almost a month away. No Spence Garcia promo. Your thoughts, Brandon Turner. Typical promoters, typical PBC management, typical Top Rank, typical The Zone. They only promote the week of the fight week, and they didn't even have a press tour. And that's something that I didn't even peep out. Mikey Garcia and Errol Spence didn't even have a pay-per-view press tour. Amir Khan, at least, and Terence Crawford at least had one in the UK, and they had one in New York. Errol Spence and Mikey Garcia, I'm gonna do a video on that. Errol Spence and Mikey Garcia didn't even get to do California and Las Vegas. It used to be you hit the major media markets, man. You used to hit Las Vegas, you used to hit California, LA. I mean, you used to hit LA, New York, Chicago, and then you hit somewhere in the UK. Those were the three main markets that you did on press tour. They don't even acknowledge the Midwest, and that's where some of the greatest boxers come from. They don't even acknowledge the Midwest. We both have just traveled between West Coast and New York. That shit ain't fair. We deserve big fights too. Now some of the fans are saying Lubin would KO Jamel. I don't think so. It'd be interesting. I don't think I have to beat Nisha Smith. You get that stamp of approval, but it is what it. What you think Canelo gonna do if you win the IBF from Jacobs? He ain't got to make weight no more. He gonna unify with no, he gonna fight Golovkin next. I already told y'all that he fighting Golovkin, and then he gonna turn around. And I heard the plan is to be undisputed and beat Demetrius Andrade. But I know he fighting Golovkin in September. He gonna be the undisputed middleweight champion. Why should I tell you? They gonna finesse that out of them. Then he gonna drop all his belts, and Charlo gonna get his belt. He'll never get his shot. Tex said these sanctioned belt bodies are all for the money. It ain't just the IBF and the WBO. They all sell, bro. I agree. Yep. Tank versus Fortuna. Will Boog say you keeping talking about Gary Russell too. They'll keep talking. Yeah, I mean, Fortuna is just wild, man. I don't think they're gonna put him in there with Fortuna. Machado. I mean, not Machado. Jason Sosa beat Fortuna, but I think Sharif Bourgois had the right game plan, sticking with his jab. But he abandoned his jab, and then I think the cut bothered him. I think Bourgois could have beat Fortuna, but I think Fortuna would be an excellent test for Tank to get to Lomachenko. You got another aqua fighter, very unorthodox. He jumped in with windmills. People talking about Wilder being the king of windmills. What the fuck about Fortuna? Fortuna don't even throw hooks or overhand rights. That motherfucker throw windmill chopping rights and lefts. You know what I'm saying? He just throw him like Wilder. But he hit you with the thumb of the glove. That's the crazy shit about it. And he be hurting cats. But that'd be the perfect fight to get Tank ready for Lomachenko. Just an awkward dude. But the difference is that Fortuna can fight on the back foot. Loma can't really fight on the back foot. But Fortuna can come forward, you angles. That'd be a great test for Tank, man. That fight will definitely go into the championship rounds. And that's a fight that Tank could lose. But I think Tank will target the body. He'll utilize his jab. That's a tough fight. What if they did it tomorrow since they saw your video? Did what tomorrow? Let me know. Elaborate, Neutral Natural. Devion Penn, Jaime Maguire will beat Charlo and Harris. No, he won't. He won't. I'm not even sure he beat I'm not sure if he beats Erickson Lubin right now. That dude was getting That dude was getting pressured and backed up by a small Chinese dude from Japan, Japanese guy. You know what I'm saying? That dude Jaime Maguire is a prospect with a belt. He not ready for them dudes. Tony Harrison will beat him. Charlo will beat him. He not ready. If they did an all black card in Atlanta, that would do numbers. They don't care about the black fans, man. They don't care about your dollar. They don't. That's just what it is. Darcy say they worried about them cuts, them lead hit with the head. Yeah. But that's the type of fight you need to get ready for Lomachenko. I'm telling you, awkward. He couldn't KO Nuyuwa, who was supposed to be easy work. Exactly. Talk about Jaime Maguire. He was backing up Jaime Maguire. That motherfucker was moving. He kind of was running, to some people's opinion, I heard. Yep, Fortuna do hold a lot. Tank can have a problem. I mean, Devion Penn, he ain't gonna never fight them dudes at 154. So, I mean, it ain't nothing we gonna see about. He not gonna fight them. JC Boxing, Caleb Truex is fighting Peter Quillen in Minneapolis. That's a big fight in the Midwest. Not really. That's just an FS1 fight. We want the motherfucking Stevensons and Gosvicks. We want at least something like that. You know what I'm saying? Shit, we want, fights like that. At least, we want to see Hurd and Charlo, or Hurd and Harrison. We want to see shit like that in Chicago and shit like that, man. Peter and Caleb, man, it's a good fight, but I mean, we want bigger fights, man. This is pretty much real talk. The best area for boxers from the Midwest, from Illinois, Minneapolis, Milwaukee, Indiana, Ohio, Michigan, man. Aaron Pryor, James Toney, Joe Louis, Sugar Ray Robinson. I mean, all through here, man. Tommy Hearns. We got a hell of a lineage, man. And it's a lot of fight fans in great arenas to put fights at, in Chicago, in Detroit, in Ohio. Fans gonna show up. Look how many people show up for Robert Easter Jr. fight. I know brothers that traveled from Grand Rapids to come down to see Robert Easter Jr. fight in Toledo. I'm talking about pay-per-view press conference. Yeah, man, I think it's too late. They usually do those press conferences before the fight. As far as their area, New York, LA, they didn't even get him a press conference. But that boy wasn't no chump. No, he wasn't. Talking about New York. Facts teller, man. You think Amir Khan hand speed gonna be trouble for Bud? Probably early on. Yeah, early on. A boxer got to get, anybody that's predicated on boxing and timing. I think I give anybody problem. Amir Khan gave Madonna a little bit of problem, dropped him with a left hook to the body. I gave Danny Garcia trouble early. Let me see. He gave Devin Alexander trouble all night. So yeah, that speed gonna give Bud some problems early on. He gotta adjust to it and get his timing down, just like getting bullfight. But when he get that timing down, I think he gonna start connecting, and I think he eventually stop Amir Khan. But Amir Khan just get too confident. He can't just do 1-2 or 1-2-3. He got to go 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and that's how he get knocked out. And he don't have no head movement. Jamil hasn't lost too much stock. What he was to be seen is how he bounces back. Exactly. It's true, y'all are a true blend of East and West. Exactly. Neutral Natural says Baturbia is one of the biggest duckers in boxing. Yeah, that motherfucker don't be fighting nobody, bro. People swear he the truth. What's up, Corey Lee? I see you. People swear motherfucker Arthur Baturbia. I stopped believing that motherfucker when his promoter only gave Sullivan Barrera $10,000 to fight Baturbia. The press conference on the 16th. The 16th of what? Of March? No, them motherfuckers was supposed to do a tour. Mikey and Earl was supposed to hit LA. They were supposed to hit New York. Shit, they was supposed to hit Texas where they fighting at. That just show you how invested these promoters is into these fighters, man. They ain't put no promotional work into Mikey and Earl, man. None. Ain't no commercials running. Ain't no all access. Ain't no 24/7. Ain't no nothing. And they think pay-per-views just supposed to pop up and do good. You got to put work in from the day the fight is announced to the day the fight happened. Bud got a dog fight kind that's never been outboxed. I think he can outpoint this kind old man. He gave Canelo problems until he got knocked out. Yeah, and Canelo made a boxing we countered them fucking 5 or 6, 7 fucking shot combinations he was throwing. I never seen black fans wearing Errol Spence hat or from Ward, Bud, Wilder, etc. No disrespect, but ask Floyd who bought the TMT equal Mexicans. True. They don't even sell them fucking 5 hats. What the fuck you talking about, man? They just started selling them fucking hats at the Barclays Center, man. Brooklyn Boxing. They just started selling them fights. I seen them this year. Did you watch that Fred interview with Andre Ward? Yeah, I did a video on it. I seen it last night on Ben Saucy Joint Town. That's why I want to do that shit, man. I want to do that shit, man. That motherfucking Andre Ward, man. Like I said, I don't put my expectations of my black heroes on athletes. I don't. If they take the initiative to take that Ali role, you can't be putting the Ali role and the LeBron role on every athlete you see. Some niggas just want to be like us, want to clock in and work and punch out and don't care nothing about anything in between. Like I said before. Andre Ward, he say I'm pro us. I'm biracial. I'm like, all right, I see what the card he playing is. Okay. I never really liked Andre Ward like that. I never was a big Ward fan. I was a Darrell guy because Darrell was from Michigan. So I was a big Darrell guy, man. So I was pulling for Darrell to win the whole thing, man. But I pulled for Andre Ward to win it over Arthur Abraham and Sakio Bika. And I pulled for him versus Kessler. I pulled for him versus Fry. Yeah, I pulled for him to win those fights, but I never was oh man, Andre Ward's the great. Nah, man, I never looked at him like that. I always looked at him as I never liked him like that, to be real. And I never was a diehard Andre Ward fan. Something about him I just never really liked. I just never really was drawn to Andre Ward. Peanut letting Khan take that belt. I get Khan 4 rounds. They need to stop recycling these niggas. I agree. Jay Will. Cool Man said, man, would it surprise you if Bud and Khan went all 12? Yeah, I would be surprised. I would. I don't expect it to go all 12. Facts is February. Devion Penn, Jamar who, because he been MIA and his brother won't even show. That's where you line at, Devion Penn. They was just on Fight Hype. I think both of them was in the car. See, motherfuckers be talking shit, don't be know what they talking about. They just showed their face the other day. I put the video in the description. Let me see if I can pull it up. They just showed their face the other day. I seen it last night, matter of fact. I seen it last night. Give me a minute. I seen it last night. I seen it last night. Here we go right here. I don't know if both of them niggas was in the car. I think the other twin was in front, but it's Jamal. He called out Canelo last night with a whole bunch of Mexican and black fans. They go to the link right there. Let me keep going. He showed his face last night. All right, man. All right, man. Hey, yeah, you can come on, man. So I ain't got to turn it off when I go get my daughter. Yeah, anybody else want to come on? This is a good-ass conversation right now. I got to pick her up from volleyball practice, man. It's Vita Cali, man. Let me keep going down the list. Damn, it's a lot of comments. I don't even know the fuck I'm starting at. I apologize.
Hey, bro, I want to say something, man, because like Ron Boy Freshman, he been spitting basically like responding on my video, the one I posted about Andre Ward. You know, I can ask you a question. I said because it was Fred. No one got a chance to ask Andre Ward any question. He was only communicating with Fred. I wanted to ask a question, but it was only him and then the usher before we can get a chance to ask Andre Ward questions, push him up out of there. So we didn't get a chance to answer. But first thing, this nigga, man, I know you don't like Fred. Coon, I'm calling you that, brother. You bug dancing, nigga. You defended his bug dance, him saying that I'm only half black, and he's saying they and us. That type of shit. You let all that shit slide because you don't like Fred? Fuck wrong with you, nigga? For real. I don't understand what's wrong with y'all, bro. Y'all you feel like you want to defend this kind of behavior because you don't like somebody. Or you feel like he got you, and he like, oh, well, he got you too. I couldn't even ask no question. He's scared. I wasn't scared. I wasn't allowed to ask questions because he was going directly back and forth between him and Fred. That's what happened. That's exactly what happened. You want to ask Cal trying to ask questions too? Are you gonna call him a coon too? Or you gonna say that he's scared too? We ain't scared, nigga. I mean, maybe that's your ass. How about you do this? Ron Boy Freshman, I don't even listen to this shit. Like I told you, why don't you start making some videos, show your face. You go to some boxing events and you start running your mouth. Why don't you do that? Show us this shit right now. You show your face. A lot of people love to talk shit, and the only thing you got is a picture of your back, if that is even you, you know what I'm saying, on your avatar. Why don't you show your face and do this shit? Y'all talk a whole bunch of shit and criticize people, but y'all ain't, what are you doing, nigga? You ain't doing shit but standing on the sideline. How are you progressing the black folks? You ain't doing the goddamn thing, but just popping off at the mouth. And you hating on Fred. I don't know what Fred did to you, nigga, but you need to get over it. For real. Get over it. I mean, he bring you all kind of information and shit, man. You rely on us. You rely on us. And it's not the first time I've seen your ass buck dancing either, nigga. You're supposed to be from D.C. That's even more shameful. Grow up, bro. For real. You need to grow up. You need to get past that bullshit. Whatever you're going through right now, that shit ain't cool, bro. I don't know what it is about you that decided that that's what you're going to do. I guess because you have some problem with Fred, you decided, well, no, buck dance is okay with me. Fuck you, man. Don't do that shit. Get beyond that. For real. Whatever problem you have with Fred, man, Fred actually got Andre Ward to admit certain things. I mean, he let you know, he said he separates himself from us. Then he's like, I'm pro everybody. Nigga, shut up, bro. Andy said, oh, I don't know if the Cola fight was a racist. He called you a monkey. He called you a nigga, bro.
And when he said that shit, I was like, I was done, bro. When he said that shit, man, like I said, man, I never put my expectations on Andre Ward, man. It's something about him I just never really liked about the dude, man. Like I said, man, it personal.
I'm from Oakland, bro. I mean, you from Michigan. I'm from Oakland, bro. So it's different for me.
I was the real guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Michigan. Andre Darrell was my guy when the tournament stuff. You know, it popped up. That was just my guy because he was from here. You know what I'm saying? So what Andre Ward was, you know, it wasn't nobody I ever looked at like, damn. You know, I never looked at him like Sugar Ray Leonard or nothing like that. But he from your area, so it's different. He represents y'all's town. He represents y'all city or stuff of that nature. But Like I said before, man, it don't surprise me, man. I just did a nice little talk with everybody. I said this don't surprise me. You can't really put your elite expectations on every boxer. Every boxer, they don't care about that shit, man. Some niggas just want to punch in and go home. They don't want that responsibility, man.
I have no problem with him want to be like that, but don't say some of the shit that he said. I mean, like, you know what, man? I'm not here trying to be a hero or something like that, man. I understand what you guys are trying to do. I respect your move. You know what I'm saying? It's not me. You know what I'm saying? I can respect that. Instead of him, what he tried to do is he tried to cover up for that. He tried to explain. He was making this shit worse. He was trying to explain it and made it sound way worse. He should have stopped where he was at, in my opinion.
Yeah, he should. He was lying. He trying to make everybody happy. He was trying to make everybody happy. He was trying to play it safe. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what it was. He was trying to play it safe, man. And that's why I only want real interviews, man. I don't want to be in an interview where, you know, motherfuckers won't feel like they gotta play both sides. Like if that's the point, we can just turn the camera off. And then these motherfuckers be lying though. You know? Yep. That enough of, oh, you know, I just see your video in my subscribe feed, or I just see, or somebody send me your video, but you didn't watch it. Shut the fuck up! Stop lying, bro. I hate when a motherfucker openly lie.
He watching because that's why you can tell by the way he acting.
Just like Kenny Porter, no motherfuckers making references and shit like that. He said you got people getting mad at me. Well, I don't need y'all validation, like he said on Twitter. I don't need y'all respect, and I'm like, all right, you got it then.
He called you and I broke ass niggas, bro. Kenny Porter, fuck that nigga, bro.
Yeah, man. Look here, man. I like I said, man. I obviously don't. If I touch the nerve, I touch the nerve. But I just look at the situation like I don't put my expectation in these fighters. If you can fight, you can fight. My whole thing is you gonna fight the best or not. At the end of the day, I'm gone now. If somebody openly want to take forefront for the culture, music, entertainment, politics like Wilder, then hey, man, I do got a special place in my heart for Wilder.
Right.
I do got a special place in my Wilder.
Wilder, unapologetically black, man. You know what I'm saying?
There's so many apologetic black motherfuckers, man.
You don't apologize. Say it again.
It's too many apologetic Negroes, man. It's too many of these niggas out here, man. I'm not just talking boxing at all. Nope. I'm talking about just out here in everyday life. Everybody feel like they gotta apologize. You know, motherfuckers put black Gucci faces up and black Montclair shirts on faces up, and oh man. And then you got black people say, well, Beyonce wore the Montclair jacket back in 3 years ago. Like, dude, do we really gotta just get the rope and lynch our own people, dog? I mean, let white people do that. You know what I'm saying? But hey, it is what it is, man. You know, I'm not disappointed in Ward because I never had those expectations. But at the same time, for him to sit there and lie, like he told so many lies. You would tell how motherfuckers posture. He had the same posture as Kenny Porter, rolling his neck and getting out of position. And you could just tell the way the nigga was. He was uncomfortable. Uncomfortable. Yep. Thank you. Took the words out of my mouth. He was very uncomfortable. Oh, I waited here for you. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, you can tell. A lot of them dudes, man, be watching the video and shit like that, man. All them boxers be on YouTube, bro. A lot of people, man, I told you, man, you be surprised by how many cats come up. Oh, I remember you. I like, for real? I had no idea you know me, man. They see you do videos and shit, man. They be getting hella offended, bro. I'm like, shit, man, you need to be a better person, man, nigga. Shit, man, I'm tired of these dudes. They're weak, bro. Some weak ass dudes, bro. Soft ass niggas, bro.
You ain't lying, bro. Like, niggas get criticized every day. I can see why these niggas catch DV cases from their baby mama. If they getting upset about the shit we saying, shit, man, your motherfucking left jab is weak. Come here, bitch. These dudes is oversensitive, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Darrell from Flint. He from Flint, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of boxers are, bro, for real, man. So you'd be surprised, man, how many dudes, man, you were saying I was gonna lose, but you lost though, bro. You lost. I'm like, bro, I had to do, bro, I had to do the other day. Matter of fact, on Saturday, talking about.
Hold on. Jamani Squad says it's about time you stop hating on Regis best at 140. I never was hating on him. My opinion can't be hate. I just thought Josh Taylor was a better fighter, but he beat the fuck out of Jose Ramirez. I never not said that. I always said he beat Jose Ramirez, so I never hating on him. I mean, it's my opinion. You know what I'm saying? But hey, it's just my personal opinion. I'm not hating on the brother. I told him on social media. He was cool with it. He didn't take it offensive or nothing. He just said, I'm gonna show you I'm gonna beat the fuck out of everybody. And I respect that out of him. I'm not hating on him. That's when people get it messed up. It's just my opinion, bro. And if he go out there and clean out the division, well, guess what? I'm gonna tip my hat off to him and congratulate him, and I'm still a fan of his. Just because I don't pick somebody to win, don't mean I'm not a fan. You know what I'm saying? I hate when people get that misconstrued. I love all fighters that go out there and handle their business, man. You know, I love all fighters that go out there and fight the best. And Regis Progress just want to fight the best at this point in his career. If he go out there and beat Hooker and beat everybody else, I just don't have no problem with that. Kurt Sugar say, I learned a long time ago not to put stock in any fighters. They move real funny. What they do and how they act is a contradiction. Exactly. Exactly, man. And I just learned that from athletes, man. When you just, meet athletes in person, man, and they not what you think they is, man. That's why I don't get hype about meeting entertainers. I don't get hype about meeting famous people or nothing like that because, from my experiences, man, I just don't, it's not as polarizing as I think. It's not, I'm like, oh, okay, I met Barry Sanders. He cool, that's it. That's the only person I really wanted to meet. You meet all these other people. It's not like, oh, come on. You can't put your expectations on these fighters, man. How about Loma move up to 140 and stop trying to weight bully LeBron James? That ain't gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. But like I said before, you can't really put a lot of stock into these dudes, man. You just, all right, they are who they are as a fighter when they're in the ring, when they do their press conference, but you can't make these dudes pastors. You can't make these dudes preachers. You can't make these dudes mentors. You can't say, oh, look up to him, because really behind closed doors, it's their opinion. They might not care nothing about black people. They might secretly like white people. They might be more different to white people than they are black people. So it's different. So who you think Loma gonna fight? ESPN had a side agreement about Loma versus Comey or Teofimo Lopez. It's gonna be he probably gonna fight Corella. Let's Bob Aaron could pay him off, and then maybe he could. I don't know who else is out there to fight. Who's available? Ray Beltran, he moved up to 140. I'm gonna pull up the spreadsheet. I'll give me a minute. All right, we here. I was right on 140 and I scrolled down. I'm at 135. I mean, do we get Devin Haney a shot prematurely? Yevgeny Mendy, Javier Fortuna on the other side. Linares rematch, he just got knocked out. Robbie Jr. and Rancis Bartholomew fighting for the regular WA belt April 27th, I heard. Do we fight that? I mean, he can't fight them. Dennis Shavakov got a majority draw the other night. I know. Do they go try, Felix Verdejo already? I don't know what the fuck he been doing, but maybe Orakwa. Orakwa gave Omar Figueroa a really good fight years ago. He ranked number 6 in the WBO. So, or Augusta, but he with the Golden Boy. But if I had my pick, I would like to see Lomachenko fight Orakwa. I don't know what Orakwa been doing since he fight Omar Figueroa. I think Orakwa can fucking fight, man. I'm about to pull up his stuff. I like the Orakwa versus Omar Figueroa fight. Let me see what he been doing since that time. Well, shit. He been getting his ass whooped since then. That motherfucker had 2 losses in Omar Figueroa. He lost to Jorge Linares by unanimous decision. He got a win over a Kondo who beat, I think that's the Kondo who beat, who just lost to Sergey Lipinets. Yep, that's him. He got a dub over him. Then he lost to a Japanese guy. And he lost to another Japanese guy. But since then, he's ripped off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 straight wins. A draw, then the seventh win. So I'm not sure exactly what he's been doing, but he's an exciting fighter. He pressed forward. But Corella, he got beat up by Linares twice too. So it is what it is, man. It's really nobody to fight, man. Maybe you should ask Gary Russell, do you want to jump up 2-weight classes and jump on that offer? These Japanese bugger weight dudes, the biggest duckers in boxing, like 20 champions from 120 to 22, all duckers, and the Asians fans never want their fighter to fight each other. Okay. I really don't be paying them attention down there like that, but I can see that. This is a confusion of the faces of the Bible talking about people who look exactly like you or related to your side of the heaventh nation. This epidemic is real, folks. Really are swayed and brain. Exactly. That is true. That is true. You know what I'm saying? Malcolm X said that as well too. He probably got it from the Bible. I think Teofimo Lopez is the best fighter at 35. I don't think so. I don't think he's better than Devin Haney. That's my personal opinion. I don't think he could beat I don't think he could beat Lomachenko right now. You know, at the end of the day, a lot of people think Teofimo Lopez can, but I see a lot of problems with him. But I see him get his ass whooped with that style. So I look at things different than everybody else, but he's too aggressive. He leaves himself open too much. He got to work on his movement and boxing side to side. But, I mean, if you want to throw him in there with Lomachenko right now, I mean, I'll take all bets on Lomachenko beating him. Top Rank going to try to say Loma like Pac-Man. Exactly. The best 35-pounder is Mikey. Don't think he'll stay at 47. He said he's not coming back down to 35. I find it strange that Top Rank wanted Comey to fight 10 weeks after. I did a video on that. Pow. He not ready yet, man. 10 fights. Teofimo Lopez never been 10 rounds. He never been 11 rounds. He never been a main event. He got beat up in the Olympics by a French guy that's still an amateur, like really bad, in my opinion. I mean, he got to fight somebody, man. Gusta, Luke Campbell, Anthony Corella, all good fights for him. You know? So, you know, it takes time, man. You got to just move up properly, man. You know, it takes time. You got to have those tough contender fights. But, hey, I might do a part 2 boxing stream, man, when I come back home. I'm about to go pick my daughter up from volleyball practice and hit the grocery store. So I'm going to come back and I might do a part 2, or I might just do a hip-hop stream. If Callie want to come back on and do a hip-hop or NBA stream, that's what we'll do.
Yeah, no problem, man.
All right, I'm going to come back. Go ahead.
I get Ron Boy Fresh as a Terrence Crawford fan, so I get – and that Fred goes hard on Bud. So I know why. That's one of his reasons why he's siding with Ward in this whole equation, because that's what he does. He doesn't like Wilder, so he'll side with Eddie Hearn. Like Eddie Hearn's telling the truth that he thinks the $50 million is a lie. This kind of stuff. Like, dude, you're a weirdo, man. For real. Something's wrong with you, man. I done seen a pattern from you now, man. For real. You're supposed to be from D.C. Think about it for a second, bro. You're from D.C. and you continue to act like this, throwing black folks under the bus on a regular basis. Look, man, I get it. You're not even – you act like you're from Nebraska. You're not. I get their affection, Georgia. Man, what did – look, man, I like Bud Crawford and Earl equally, man. But what has Bud done for you to make you
before you keep going,
hey, yeah,
man, we need to stop that picking side shit, man, with Top Rank and his own. We got to stop that shit, man. Like we don't have to take a side. We can take a fighter, but we ain't got to take a side, man. Real talk. I mean, we can enjoy boxing and the best that boxing got to offer. If you like Terrence Crawford, cool.
Hey, I don't do that. I don't do that shit because
I'm talking about everybody.
Yeah, everybody. I was at a Top Rank. I mean, look, man, to me, Top Rank production for their fight was better, and then PBC's was. I'm gonna tell you right now, at Top Rank, man, Top Rank is easier to get a media credential, easier to work with. You know what I mean? I support the brothers at PBC. I want fighters to do well, not just black fighters, Mexican fighters, the whole nine. I want fighters to do well because what they're doing is tough. But since I have no problem, man. To me, I'll work a PBC event. I'll work a Top Rank event. But I'm just saying, man, you got to stop this. I can see that he's gone with Top Rank because he's a Bud guy, and so he's going to go with anybody. I mean, he's anti-PBC because he thinks he's anti-PBC because he's rolling with Bud. So he's gonna shit on PBC when any chance he gets. That's a stupid reason to side with Andre Ward, but that's what it is.
It's only one fight, but I gotta get out of here, man. I'm gonna come back and start up another stream. I appreciate everybody for checking in, man. Everybody be safe, man. And I'll be back with another stream when I get back. Be gone.